Crafty friends, it's Sharon Luska here from My Crafty Greetings, and we are hopping along today with the 6-month collaboration with Creating Inkspire, and we have the July inaugural kit here with these gorgeous flowers that Courtney designed herself. I do believe this kit is still available if you'd like to add this to your stash, and of course, you had to expect I was going to do something really different and weird. And I grabbed the tissue paper, and after giving it a good coating of clear lacquer, it made it nice and stiff, and I'm going to cut myself a piece off here, and you will see just shortly what I'm going to use that for. You want multiple layers, so give it a little fold here so that you've got a good bunch. And I went ahead and stamped out some masks here, and I'm going to go ahead and stamp this on some Nina Solar White. And I'm going to apply the first mask over top of this flower here, get everything into position, and then I'm going to layer over a couple more of these flowers. I thought these really looked like forget-me-nots. I really love forget-me-nots. I used to pick them in my mom's yard when I was a kid, and she used to always joke around and say, I hope every time you see a forget-me-not, you won't forget me, and I haven't forgotten her. So here is the last layer that I'm going to be putting on, and I didn't want that stem kind of going willy-nilly in the middle of all of this. And of course, here's the gorgeous reveal when we pull this all off. And yeah, you'll have to excuse my thumbnail. It's got ink caught underneath it in the split. I'm just a dirty mess today. So anyways, I've got that all done here and layered up, and I'm going to just on the edge of this paper stamp a couple more of the flowers. I just need one of each bloom here, and I've trimmed those off of the layer there, and I'm separating them, and I've got my folded up tissue here that's been coated with that clear lacquer. And I'm just going to cut it out, and you don't have to worry too much about cutting it out perfectly. Just kind of get it cut. Do the best you can. And I think if you had to, you could probably use a little binder clip to hold these together. So now the other thing I wanted was orientation for the center, so I knew where it was, and I just took a really pointy, sharp pin and stuck it through. And that was just from, I think Dollar Tree it is in the States. And we have something like that up here, so they have those. They're really cheap if you check the dollar stores. So I'm just layering these up, 3, 4, 2, whatever, however many layers you feel like putting in your little arrangement. You're going to need a set one of each blossom that you have here layered up, and you can see some of the blossoms, the centers are lower and others are a little bigger, others a little smaller. I've got them all matched up here, and I already went ahead and colored this all in. This is one of those white, I don't know, it's not a chalk marker, but it's a white marker. It's a Recollections one. There's a Galaxy one out by American Crafts that I quite like as well. It's somewhere in my craft room. So this is just another one. And I've just got a blue, doesn't matter what color blue, any old blue marker that you have with a good chisel point on, or not a chisel point, a good point on it, so that you can just add a little extra detail. And really doesn't matter the blue coloring underneath, you just want to get some color there and make sure that you've got a decent amount of color on your stems and leaves. And I did add in a few extra leaves and then outline them with my Copic Detailer Black. And we're going to get these all glued down here, and only add glue to the very centers of these when you're attaching them. And then I have some little gold pearls, I want to call them, and they're on a strip. I'm just popping them off their sticky back, and I'm going to glue them into place in the orientation that I need them. So I've got that all done, and now this is some of the gold shimmer paper that was in the kit. I stole the center back out of there, and I've got some layers going on here with just some blue. And I also took the Thankful For You greeting here and put some embossing powder. What's that powder? It's not embossing powder, but anti-static powder tool. There you go. And I've got some gold embossing powder. I've got that stuck on there. So you think I could pick a smaller piece to have to like hold while I'm burning my fingers here. So I got that all done, and I pulled a little bit of blue ribbon that matches out of my stash, and I'm putting some ATG on it so I can just glue it flat onto my piece here, and then I'm going to wrap it around the back and make sure that they're tucked out of the way. And I've also got a bow pre-tied, but I realized it was a little too big, so I've tightened the bow up. It's a little crumpled now, but it'll be fine. I've glued that down and put some pressure on it with some reversible tweezers. And now I've also matched up a second piece of background paper and white paper matching the sentiment piece. And there's a reason you'll see shortly that I did that. So I've got it all wrapped around here with little strips of gold, and I'm going to put on some foam tape. And there's those dirty scissors. I still haven't cleaned them. Anyways, they're not very easy to use. Here's some Tim Holtz scissors. Look at those guys. They cut like butter. Man, those are sharper. They great scissors. I should use them more often. Anyways, so each piece is popped up with a little bit of foam tape. And so you can see here now what I'm doing is I have my background, which matches my matting pieces, and it's already stuck to my card base. And I'm going to take this extra piece here that has the ribbon wrapped around it and somewhat matches the thankful sentiment. And I am going to eyeball that so that the margins between each edge of it where the white shows are about equal, and that it looks as though the ribbon kind of stops and then picks up again. And I'm just going to figure out where I want that thankful sentiment, peel the backer off, and I'm going to get that situated too. I decided it looked best centered in the middle of the blank space, and then I'm going to fluff up these little flowers. You'll find that once you spray the tissue paper with the clear lacquer, it makes it thicker and a little stiffer. There's lots of fun things you can do with it once it's been thicker and stiffer. And oh my gosh, I love these gems by Trinity. I really need to buy a lot of those. These are absolutely the best, and they filled my little cup in. I bought one of those bead trays like Jennifer McGuire has, and it absolutely filled one of those. It's awesome. So this is a gluey, I had put some, what do you call it? Oh, well, it's sticky. Anyways, here's my card for today. Thank you so much for joining me. If you have a chance, go ahead and take a look at the card kit by Courtney on Create and Inspire. Don't forget to check down below for the giveaway, and as well, hop along to the next person on the hop. Thank you so much. I hope you will subscribe, like, comment. Have a great day. Thanks. Bye.